Look around you. You think you are making your own choices. You think the people in your life are there because of mutual respect, organic connection, and shared values. You are wrong. For some of the people in your inner circle, you are not a person. You are a resource. You are a piece on a chessboard. And they are playing a game you don't even know you signed up for. Most people think manipulation looks like movie villains, shouting, controlling, aggressive demands. But real manipulation is silent. It doesn't break the door down. It picks the lock. It happens in the subtle pauses, the offhand comments, and the manufactured coincidences. By the time you realize you are trapped, the cage has already been built around you. You are here because you felt it. You felt that low-level anxiety in your gut, the feeling that you're walking on eggshells, the feeling that no matter how hard you try to explain yourself, you are always the one apologizing. You are tired of being outsmarted by people who lack empathy but possess a terrifying emotional intelligence. You are tired of giving your loyalty to emotional parasites. Today, we cut the strings. I'm going to break down the 7 psychological moves dark manipulators use to dismantle your reality. This is the dark psychology playbook. Once you see these moves, you can never unsee them, and more importantly, as they can never be used against you again. But be warned, the truth about human nature is cold. If you're not ready to see the darkness in the people you trust, then click away now. Still here? Good. Let's enter the minds of the architects of chaos. Move number 1, the mirroring illusion. Sun Tzu said, "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles." Manipulators know this. To defeat your defenses, they must first become you. When a manipulator first targets you, they do not show you who they are. They show you what you desperately want to see. They study your micro-expressions. They listen to your past traumas, your complaints about your exes, your hidden desires. You think you are bonding. They are gathering data. They will start to mirror your exact cadence. If you are deeply spiritual, suddenly they have had a profound awakening. If you value relentless ambition, they suddenly share your ruthless work ethic. They manufacture the illusion of a soulmate or the perfect business partner. They make you say the most dangerous words in the human language. Wow, it's like you read my mind. Nobody has ever understood me like this. They don't understand you. They are wearing you as a mask. This is a calculated psychological move called love bombing, but it goes deeper than flattery. It is an infiltration. By reflecting your own best qualities back at you, they bypass your critical thinking. You let your guard down because rejecting them would feel like rejecting yourself. Once they become your primary source of validation, they hold the keys to your self-esteem, and the moment they hold those keys, they are ready for phase 2. Move number 2, the isolation protocol. A parasite cannot feed if the host is being protected. To control you, a manipulator must cut your lifelines, but if they demand that you stop seeing your friends or family, you will resist. You will see the red flags. So, they don't demand. They orchestrate. They use subtle surgical strikes against your support system. A casual comment here. Did you notice how your best friend always talks over you? I just hate seeing you disrespected. A planted seed of doubt there. Your family just doesn't understand your potential like I do. They're holding you back. They weaponize your own grievances. They agree with your frustrations and amplify them. Slowly, they reframe your entire social circle as toxic, jealous, or incompetent. And then comes the physical isolation. They manufacture crises that require your immediate attention just as you're about to go out. They monopolize your time with intense, draining conversations, so you are simply too exhausted to maintain other relationships. Before you know it, your world has shrunk. It's just you and them against the world. You think this is intimacy. It is a hostage situation. When they are the only voice in your head, they control your reality, which brings us to the most destructive weapon in their arsenal. Move number 3, altering the baseline. You've heard the term gaslighting, but grand obvious lies are for amateurs. Master manipulators use micro-gaslighting. They don't try to convince you the sky is green. They just slightly dim the lights in the room until your eyes adjust, and then they dim them again. It starts with small denials. I never said that. You're misremembering. You're taking it out of context. Why are you always trying to start an argument? They shift the focus from their bad behavior to your reaction to their bad behavior. If they betray you, the argument will suddenly become about the tone of voice you used when confronting them. Over time, this creates a state of cognitive dissonance. Your gut tells you something is deeply wrong, but your brain is constantly being fed a narrative that you are oversensitive, crazy, or ungrateful. This is the psychological equivalent of water torture. Drip, drip, drip. Eventually, your internal compass shatters. You stop trusting your own memory. You stop trusting your own intuition. You start outsourcing your perception of reality to the manipulator. You look to them to tell you what is true and what is false. When you can no longer trust your own mind, you belong to them. Move number 4. Strategic vulnerability. Machiavelli understood that people are bound by obligation, but manipulators know that the strongest chain you can put around a good person's neck is pity. Every time you catch them in a lie, every time you build the courage to walk away, they will deploy the ultimate defense mechanism. They become the victim. Suddenly, their toxic behavior is framed as a tragic result of their dark childhood, their intense stress, or their deep, unhealed wounds. They will break down. They will confess a dark secret. They will cry. I ruin everything, they will say. I just push people away because I'm so broken. You're the only good thing I have. Please, don't give up on me. If you have an ounce of empathy, whereas this is a checkmate, your anger turns into guilt, your boundaries collapse into compassion. You put down your sword and pick up a bandage. Do not be fooled. This vulnerability is weaponized. It is a calculated retreat to disarm you. They are not asking for healing. They are buying time. They are using your own morality, your own kindness, as a weapon against you. The moment you forgive them, the cycle resets, but with one difference. They now know exactly what to say to make you stay. Move number 5. Intermittent reinforcement. Why do people stay in toxic dynamics? Why don't they just leave? It's not because they are weak, it's because they are addicted. Literally, chemically addicted. If a manipulator was cruel 100% of the time, you would leave immediately. The human brain is designed to escape constant pain, so they use the exact same psychological mechanism that casinos use to keep gamblers at the slot machines. Unpredictable rewards. They will treat you with cold, callous indifference for days. They will ignore your texts, dismiss your feelings, and look at you with contempt. You will starve for their affection. You will obsess over what you did wrong, and then, just as you're about to break, they give you a crumb. A warm smile, a nostalgic compliment, a passionate night. Your brain is flooded with a massive spike of dopamine. The relief is euphoric. You think, there they are. There is the person I fell in love with. Things are finally going back to normal. They're not going back to normal. They're keeping you on the hook. This hot and cold cycle creates a trauma bond. Your nervous system becomes rewired to associate pain with them, but also to associate the relief of pain with them. You stop looking for a healthy relationship. You just chase the next hit of validation. You become a rat in a maze, pressing a button, begging for a drop of water. Move number 6. Triangulation. A manipulator's power depends on your anxiety. If you feel secure, you cannot be controlled. Therefore, they must keep you constantly off balance, constantly competing for their approval. They do this by bringing a third party into the dynamic. The ghost in the room. It could be an ex-partner they keep mentioning. It could be a flirtatious coworker. It could even be a family member. They will casually drop comments comparing you to this person. My ex used to love doing this with me. Sarah at the office is just so relaxed. It's nice talking to someone who doesn't stress me out. When you react, when you show jealousy or insecurity, they call you crazy. Wow, you're really insecure. We are just friends. They manufacture a rivalry that only exists in your head. Why? Because while you are busy comparing yourself to the third party, you are entirely focused on winning the manipulator back. You are so busy trying to prove your worth that you forget to ask if the manipulator is actually worth keeping. They reduce you to a competitor in a race you didn't know you entered, for a prize that isn't worth winning. Move number 7. The preemptive discard. Eventually, the manipulator will sense that you are waking up. They will feel the shift in your energy. They know their grip is slipping. A normal person would try to fix the relationship. A manipulator will devalue you before you can devalue them. They will begin the phantom shift. They pull their energy away completely. They become dead-eyed, uninterested, and hollow. They withhold all intimacy, all communication, all warmth. They are abandoning you while still physically in the room. They do this to trigger your deepest abandonment wounds. They want you to panic. They want you to chase them, to beg for closure, to ask, "What did I do wrong?" If you chase them, they regain power. They watch you grovel, and their ego is fed. So, how do you defeat them? You do not argue. You do not explain your feelings. You do not try to make a manipulator understand how much they hurt you. A predator does not care that the prey is bleeding, and to beat a manipulator, you must become something they cannot comprehend. You must become a void. When they pull away, let them go. When they triangulate you, agree with them and walk out. When they gaslight you, look them dead in the eyes, smile, and say nothing. Take away their oxygen. Silence is the only language a manipulator fears. When you stop reacting, they are left alone with their own emptiness, and that terrifies them. You have spent years giving away your power to people who fed on your empathy. That ends today. You're going to build a fortress in your mind, a place where logic rules, where boundaries are made of iron, and where your peace is non-negotiable. If you are ready to cut the strings, if you are ready to become immune to the games, to see through the masks, and to take your mind back, prove it. Leave a comment below right now. I see the strings. Let them know you are awake. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell. We are building a masterclass in human psychology, and we are leaving the weak behind. Stay sharp, stay cold. See you in the next one.